Back again, y'all. Just had to take a little break.
Yeah.
But what we were talking about, you got to be serious about what you're doing.
No, seriously.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when it
No.
comes to any type of passion in your life, like, if it makes you happy, I personally feel like you need to go ahead and take that more seriously, just because, like, you want to try to be as happy as you can in life, you know? And too many people are out here and they're just sad. You feel me?
Yeah. Or too into themselves to where, like, they don't listen to what other people are doing, and that's me. Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
I'm trying to pay more attention to what other people have to say.
Okay.
I'm learning myself as days go on.
Okay.
I don't think I'm a self-centered person. I've never seen myself as that.
Okay.
But, like, I've always thought of myself first, but people always try to be like, oh, you're self-centered or you're selfish. And it's not a lot of people that say it, but, you know, a lot of times people think I'm more of the negative than they do of the positive.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm a positive person. Like, when I'm in a good space, I'm always like, girl, I understand what you're going through, and, you know, but it's gonna be fine. Like, just find something that makes you happy. Or even if it's a guy, like, you're gonna be good. Like, I know it's easier said than done, but sit in your hurt. But when you sit in that hurt, find something that's gonna make you feel better in the end. Like, don't just sit in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Sit in it to feel it, so you won't, like, feel the same hurt again and not know how to go through it when you feel it again.
Exactly.
I've seen so many people go in and out of relationships, and it's like, why do you do that? Like, it's like that person wants to feel something, just like an alcoholic. They keep doing it because they want to feel that high. And sometimes you need to learn yourself, love yourself, and, like, go through what you need to go through to learn yourself. I've been in I don't want to say I've been in serious relationships, but then
You
again,
don't want to say you've been in serious.
I know it has. No, I'm so serious. When I go into detail, it's been like, you'll probably be like, you sound like you've been in relationships before, and it's like, no, it's just that, like, I've seen what other people have gone through. My mom, I've been raised by a single parent, but my grandparents have been married, were married for, like, over 50 years.
Got you.
And it's kind of like to the point where I have one aunt from my mom, like, that's her sister. She only has one sister, but the rest of her siblings are brothers, and she has, like, maybe, like, 4 brothers. But it's like, I see that. So it's, for me, it's like, okay, I see that all the men in the family have wives.
Okay.
But her and my aunt don't have a husband.
How's that make you feel?
And it makes me feel like I need to be more like what I am right now. More protective, more focused on myself. Don't do what they did. I don't know details on what they did, but it's like, I see it. My mom has 2 kids, me and my brother. Me and my brother are 6 years apart. My aunt has a daughter, one daughter from my cousin's dad.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But my cousin's dad has other kids. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that.
So kind of like a
But
broken
my
family.
grandma had kids with the same man. All of these kids, like 6, 7 kids with the same man. So what happened with the women? But the men, they are married. All of them are married. But the girls aren't. Why is that?
Because they didn't get picked.
What does that mean?
like when it comes to men, right? And I guess this is just an abstract way of thinking about it, but, like, men pick women. Like, they pick who they want to be with, you know? Right. And so with that, like, women are trying to be picked in that sense, you know? So it's like, if nobody, I guess, quote unquote, picks you, then you end up alone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, obviously the woman has to agree to the picking. But you're good. But the woman has to agree to the picking, you know, it's a mutual thing. Right. But the man is the one who approaches the woman. So there's that opportunity to be picked, you know? just like there's an opportunity to be rejected, you know. But the man is always going to approach the woman to at least create that opportunity.
Okay, so how about this? How about if a woman knows what she wants,
okay,
but the wrong men keep always picking her? I'm gonna say this. I've had different conversations with men, not men, but people who I know that happen to be guys. Okay,
just happen to be guys, for sure.
Yeah. That say that women should not be picky. To me, that's offensive.
Okay.
It's very offensive because as a young 24-year-old woman that got her own shit, maintaining what she got,
for sure,
ain't looking for nothing for real.
For sure.
Really trying to think about herself. Saying that I can't be picky. You're insane. You're traumatized. Something happened to you. No, seriously. Something happened to you, or some things that you've seen on the internet that has made you really feel a certain type of way for you to feel like women should not be picky. I don't know what happened to you, but I deserve to be picky.
Okay, for sure.
I deserve to be picky. Because when you're in tune with yourself as a woman, you deserve to be picky. When I say picky, it's not like, oh, he gotta have blue eyes. And light skin. Like stuff like that. It's like super like specific, like, oh, he gotta have curly hair with like green eyes.
You don't have crazy preferences.
It's not crazy, but for me, I'm more so like, okay. For example, I go through spells.
You go through what?
Spells.
Okay.
I go through periods where I've noticed that guys that I want don't want me. I don't think that they don't completely want me. Okay. I just think that they already have their eyes set on someone else. And it's like, okay, is it me? I don't know what this particular person could probably look like, but it's kind of like I boil that down for me personally to I need to work more on myself. Because the guys that do approach me are not someone who I want to settle for.
Okay. It's like you're trying to reach the, I don't know, the people, we'll just call them your top tier, right? So yes, you're trying to reach the top tier for you.
I don't even have a list for it, but when I see it, I'm like,
yeah. You would like that. Yeah. I get it. Yeah. So you're trying to reach your top tier, right? And for some reason, the bottom tier keeps talking to you or trying to talk to you.
It's not even just the bottom tier. It's sometimes it's even like the middle tier to where like I would have to kind of like settle. And I don't. I'm 24. I'm got my own shit going. I'm trying to, I guess, build generational wealth.
Okay.
If that's what
we
that
love to see
is.
It. Yeah.
As in like debt that I may have, like small debt that I know for a fact right now I could pay for. Right now I know for it. Because it seems like every time something happens, like not something happens, but it's kind of like I need to stay down till I come up. I be staying down till I come up, but I really need to take that term to more so like I need to stay down till I come up for real.
Define, explain stay down till you come up.
Stay down till you come up is really like, okay, boom. Example. I'm going to use myself as an example.
For sure.
I just bought a new car.
Okay.
I know I have a car note coming up in March. I know I have insurance coming up.
Okay.
With a new car on the same insurance I had before, which means it's going to go up because it's a newer car. So the insurance is going to go up a little bit more than what I've been paying.
Yeah.
Okay, I know that's coming up. I just got a part-time seasonal job.
Okay.
That's going to end in April. My birthday's in May. I love my birthday. I'm always pre-planning for my birthday all the time. I'm always trying to find something to do. Okay. I know all these things are coming up in the new year, right? All these things are happening for me, right? Somebody just recently asked me to go to Dreamville. Okay. I've seen the tickets. The lineup is not there, but I know how much the tickets are right now.
Okay.
All this is going on at one time.
How much are the tickets for Dreamville?
we ain't gonna talk about it because I'm trying to get my ticket. I don't want to tell nobody how much they are right now. I'm not trying to tell nobody what they are right now. I swear I'm not. But because the line, I'm not up right now. So I'm not trying to like.
You ain't trying to get the tea out like that.
Because I have never been to a real concert before.
Okay, for sure.
I've been to a concert like for my undergrad, concert.
Like for the school type?
Yeah.
I got you.
But like me paying for a full like ticket,
yeah,
and me going to a festival type shit. I've never done this shit before, so I'm like, this is my moment.
Yeah, this is your
that
first
I've been talking about like forever, and that's happening in April. So it's like,
which is your birthday month?
My birthday's in May.
That's right.
It's a triple effect. So it's like, okay, this is the moment where I need to figure out. I need to stay down until I come up.
So like holding your money, like not spending too much money.
Basically.
Okay.
And this is where me being an alcoholic comes into play. I do not buy bottles.
You don't buy the bottles?
I don't go to the liquor store.
Who buys the bottles?
I don't go to the liquor store because, like, you know why?
Why?
Because I don't get liquor drunk. I get wine drunk, really champagne drunk.
Okay.
I drink champagne. Just know I drink champagne.
There's something wrong with champagne.
And it's
champagne doesn't really have a lot of alcohol in it, does it?
But I can drink a whole bottle every day by myself completely.
I don't know about that one.
Exactly.
I don't know about that one.
Exactly. That's why I know, like, I'm an alcoholic. Like, and I know that, but it's like me getting this part-time job, seasonal, is probably teaching me, okay, you working during the times that you like to drink. Don't stop at the store. You don't have time to stop at the store. Just go straight home.
Okay, that's good.
I'm really working on, like, I have really great time management.
Okay.
But like I told you earlier, I'm not trying to wake up any earlier than 7 a.m.
Okay. I mean, I feel like that's pretty good, though.
But I'm also trying to fit in working out. Because I feel like I'm, like, getting fat.
Okay.
No one thinks that. No.
Okay.
Well, not everybody, but I talked to a guy friend of mine.
Okay.
And he low-key told me that I'm getting chubby. And I was like, oh my God.
Really?
Yeah, he told me that.
How does he slide that in?
I'm one of those friends. I want people to be honest with me.
So he just outright said, "Hey, I
he
feel like you're
outright.
getting chubby."
I had to force him for sure.
Okay.
I was like, just tell me. Because
that's a touchy subject for a lot of people.
It is.
You know.
But I want you to say that. So, like I told you before, sit in that hurt. Sit in that. Because I asked for that response, and that's how you. If that's how you really feel, I want you to tell me your real honest opinion about me.
Yeah, for sure.
If that's how you feel and that's what I asked for, that's the consequence I have to take.
I feel it. I like it.
Because I prepped myself for what the worst could be.
Okay.
Could be.
Okay.
Because I know that person.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like...
And you trust that person's opinion and their value of you.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly. Because me and this person have history. So it's like, I already know how you saw me before. We've all lived life. You got a kid now. You got this going on. Like, he has, not me, but he, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like things that have occurred and you saw me, I saw you. So it's like, okay, I see how you are physically fit and you're a male.
Okay.
And you once wanted to fuck with the kid. So it's like, tell me about myself. How you feel about me? Like, not how you feel about me, but like, how do you view me as a woman? Like, I can't ask nobody here in North Carolina if I gain weight and how I physically look. Because at the end of the day, y'all don't really know how I used to look.
For sure.
Back when I was where I was, like, nobody knew because I was active. I was, like, a cheerleader. I ran, like, mid-distance in high school. Like, I was active. So, for me, even hearing stuff, I'm like... It's just little things I'm hearing and, like, how I feel as a person. I'm just trying to be, like, more active. And how can I put being more active into, like...
your day-to-day life.
Right. And that's why I'm trying to fit in. And that's why I said I don't want to get up any earlier than the 7. But I've also gotten up early for 5 a.m. practice for cheerleading and for fucking track.
So what's the problem then? That...
It's
you have a choice. That's what it is. You have a choice.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. And it's like, I can if I really want to. I can, but I have a cat. I just bought a cat. So it's like, he's so needy.
I mean, people are needy.
But he's like a kid needy.
Okay.
To the point I don't want him to feel like he's being neglected. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to neglect him. Because I really actually like the cat. Yes, he gets on my fucking nerves. If you ever FaceTime me and I'm like, Nike, shut the fuck up. Just know I love that man. I love that cat.
She loves that cat.
I love
If y'all
Nike.
ain't know, she loves the cat.
I love Nike. He's so cute.
You was a king.
Period. He's so cute. But it's like, I don't want to like always leave him because I'm thinking about myself. But then again, I can't neglect myself. Maybe I shouldn't have got the fucking cat.
Maybe you shouldn't have got the cat.
I didn't know I was going to be in this
Low-key.
mental state and up until this point. But also, he's helping me too in other ways that I didn't think I would have needed help either.
So like kind of emotional support.
I have so much stuff happening at one time.
Okay.
That it's not like really overwhelming, but I'm just trying to fit it all into one.
Okay. Let's talk
but
about
I'm
that.
also not trying to get up any earlier than 7 a.m.
And see,
So
that's
how
the
can I do
thing,
that?
though, y'all. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's really the problem here.
So, okay, are you going to bed at a decent time? Because that's really the key thing, right?
But how am I going to bed at a decent time if I can't get workout in, and if I can't cook my food? That means I'm going to be eating out, which means I'm not going to be eating appropriately.
Let's talk about it. Crockpots.
I don't have a crock. I like to
You should
cook
get a
food.
Crockpot. That's cooking your food. Hold on, we're not gonna sleep on Crockpots.
I'm not saying that it don't.
I'm just
but
saying.
I'm just like more traditional type of girl. Like, I just feel like cooking is really like cooking on a stove. I don't know how to use a fucking crock pot.
But cooking on a stove is keeping you from being able to wake up at 5 a.m. and go to sleep early.
Exactly.
So maybe you need to invest in the crock pot.
What if it was like the 90s and I didn't have a crock pot? Then what?
It's not the 90s. It's 2023.
But I'm just saying.
But
so how did they do it back then?
That's not
how did they do it back then? How did they do it back then? Let us talk about it. How they do it back then? That's what I want to do.
How they do it back then? They woke up at 5 a.m. That's how they did it back then.
But I ain't waking up at 5 a.m. So we gotta get a crock pot. I gotta get a crock pot.
Okay, so look, we gonna order her a crock pot or something, man.
Facts.
Y'all start a GoFundMe for this girl so she can get a crock pot.
I need a lot. No, I don't need a lot, but a crock pot would be nice, I guess. A crock pot would be nice.
But see, it's like there's a bunch of these different things, right? That might take you away from the time that you could be spending doing something more productive, right? And so we look at the time that you're spending and we look at how can we make this easier or how can we cut it down. So that a crock pot is a simple solution, but that's, just one of those type of examples, where it's like, okay, cool. Like, for example, I don't know, if you're trying to get in more day-to-day like exercise or whatever, what are the things that I normally go to with my car that are really close by, and could I walk there during the daytime, obviously?
So I do get 2 paid 15-minute breaks. So instead of sitting in my car eating a snack, I guess for 15 minutes I can go for a walk.
That's something.
Because it's starting to get pretty nice outside.
See, it's something, So it's like you could even eat your snack on the walk, like,
More like drink water.
For sure. But it's something, you
Yeah.
know. And so thinking about these different things, it's just like, okay, cool. Like, how can I make my life more productive and at the same time get all my goals met and at the same time be happy?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Maybe, for example, we talked about alcoholic, right? We mentioned that briefly, right?
We just kind of breeze past it a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. So, as he takes a sip from the cup, y'all. But anyway, we talked about being an alcoholic, drinking a lot, etc., right? Mm-hmm. And so maybe kind of cutting down on the drinks, right? Because drinks have a lot of, yeast?
And carbohydrates.
And carbs, right? So, yeast I think is more for beer. But regardless, a lot of carbs. And so the more that you drink, the easier it is for you to get on those carbs and then also gain more weight, right? So if we wanted to try to focus on losing a little bit more weight, which is if you want to do that, then maybe kind of cut down the drinking a little bit. You don't have to stop it, but just...
Everybody keeps saying, like, cut down, but honestly, once I take one sip, I
can just rolling.
Because I'm a drinker. I'm a drinker. I can drink. My tolerance is, like, high. Mm-hmm. So I don't have to, like, be like... It's not because, like, I'm too drunk. It's like, I'm an alcoholic.
Is it kind of like you just want to keep going?
Yeah, because I want to feel something.
Feel what? What are you looking for to feel? Because that's something that you're not feeling when you're sober.
I feel like, to be completely honest.
Okay.
With everyone.
Being honest, y'all.
I feel like when I'm sober, I feel like people don't see the real me. I feel like people think I'm too nice, but I struggle with when people tell me that, like, I'm mean. I know deep down inside I'm not a mean person. Okay. It's just that, like, if I feel a vibe, you're not going to try to, like, bitch me. You're not going to try to, like, little girl me. You're not going to try to, like, make me feel small. I am a physically small person, but you're not going to make me feel small. Okay, for sure. So I think that's where it really stems from. I just feel like I'm not my, like, bubbly, outgoing self. I feel like I would be more sheltered or, like, not as outgoing as I could be, because I know what my personality is, and that also stems from, like, I don't also people to make me feel like I'm, like, stuck up or I don't want to, like, talk.
So you're introverted.
But you know what's crazy? People back at home are not going to say that I'm introverted. It depends. Like, it really depends. I really struggle because, like, I also take account into what other people think of me too. Like, it's like, okay, I got some friends that might think I'm introverted. I got my mom that knows that I'm extroverted. As me being her child, she know that people not allowed to fuck with me. And if people fuck with me, that's because they want to get a reaction out of me. Okay. I'm not no punk.
Okay. Why you put the deep voice with that?
I'm just saying. I'm just not a punk because I'm so nice. Like, I'm so, like, an extrovert, and people think that sometimes, like, I'm so nice and so, like, oh yeah, you can have this or you can have some of this, or, like, yeah, like, you want a shot, or, like, oh, you can come over to my house, or yeah, like, I'm having a party, like, you want to come? Or,
I'm talking about girls or guys?
It doesn't matter who it is, but mostly girls. It's like, people think I'm a fucking punk, and I'm not a fucking punk. Like, and it's like, because a lot of times I give people the benefit of the doubt, because sometimes I want to feel accepted from people who don't want to truly accept me as a person.
Why are you craving their validation?
Because of trauma that I've experienced in, like, elementary school, really middle school for me, and maybe, like, in high school too, because I always wanted to be kind of like with the people who were, like, considered popular. Like, I was a popular person myself, but I wanted to be in that other crowd, like the popular people who are, like, my mom, like, she didn't allow me to, like, go out with, like, all the time. Okay. Barely. Okay. Sheltered. But I wasn't. That's the thing. See, it's crazy. I wasn't sheltered. Okay. It's just that my mom knew that those kids was not for me. What if I did go out with those people? What if I did? What if I did? Like, my mom one day was just let loose and was like, okay, I'll let you go out with these people. Just go. Who the fuck would I be today? A fucking hellion. And I'm not a hellion. Is crazy. I'm not that. I'm like the total opposite. Like, I do bad shit all the time, but
I do bad shit all the time.
I do bad shit all the time, but I'm not, like, I do it in moderation. Okay. I do it in moderation. Like, I'm not moderation is key. OD with it. You know what I'm saying? So
okay. Understand it. Everybody wants validation at some point, and to some degree, you know? That's perfectly normal. But it's from who are you trying to get the validation from? Like, are these actual positive influences? You know, because you could be around some good people, some working hard people, some whatever you consider is good, right? And them giving you that validation positively reinforces your behavior, because you're like, okay, cool, these people are good, right? And they're also saying that what I'm doing is good, so shit, I must be good. You get what I'm saying? But when these people are bad, or at least bad influences for your life, or at least people that you don't even necessarily like fuck with, you know, and they're saying, yeah, you know, that's what's up, like, I fuck with you, girl, etc., right? Does their validation really have the same weight? You get what I'm saying? Like, the people that you actually care about, right? Let's take the guy that knew you from back then and whatever was talking to you, right? If he said, hey, like, say you were working out, and he said, yo, like, you've been doing really good, like, I've been noticing, etc., that will make you feel good, right? That will make you feel validated.
Truly good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you're like, yo, I fuck with him. You are getting the validation from this person that is actually, like, good to you. You know? And is a good person, at least in your eyes. That's the thing that matters. Not the people who are, you don't even really fuck with like that. You know what I'm saying? And they're going ahead and saying, yeah, girl, you know, you're doing so good. Like, come here, come on, let's go to XYZ. You feel me? Like, these are the people that you don't even really, and I might be projecting for sure, let me know. But these are the people that it seems like you don't even really want in your life like that. You know? So what's the point?
That's true. The point is because at the end of the day, I am a extrovert as well as I am an introvert. I know certain people aren't for me. But if they invite me out to somewhere like a birthday dinner or kickback, depends on how I'm feeling, when it is, how I'm feeling, the vibes, the weather.
For sure.
Most likely, I'm going to tell these people, yeah.
Why though?
Because of the circumstances, because of when I first moved here.
Okay.
Every time I go back home, it is like I am not who I am here. It's like D can do no wrong. We don't know nothing about D. We just know that D likes to have a good time. D likes to drink. When you get with D, she gonna party. And it's not a negative party. It seems like here when I party, it's like a negative content on it. Oh, she get too drunk. Or, oh, it seems... There's
a lot of judging
yes.
there.
And it's like when I go back home, it's like, hey, D here, we about to take some shots.
Yeah.
Or when I'm with D, I know I'm gonna get lit.
There's genuine love.
When it's home. And every time I express that, I don't think people understand it. And it's not meant for them to understand if they haven't understood it yet. For sure. I say what I say in moderation because of the impact that I've had here. Because people, every time I'm honest, it's always like, D, why would you say that? Because I told you, like, I feel like here I can't, like, say what I want to say. I feel like I'm just saying too much because people make me out to feel like I'm the villain, like I'm the bad guy, like I'm just like out here to just like make people feel a certain type of way when it ain't even that. Like I'm just an honest I don't know, maybe I'm just brutally honest and I don't take shit from nobody, but I'm also a nice person. Like I'm nice. You've met me before this whole podcast.
So where two things are adding up.
Exactly. Things are adding up. And that's what I'm trying to figure out for myself too. So that's why you're here to help me as well, because that's why I'm on this podcast.
For sure. So you got people saying don't fuck with D.
Unless it's what people making it seem like to me, to make me feel like I'm this when I'm really this without the outcast.
Okay.
I already know I'm that girl.
Okay.
I know that.
Okay.
But when I hang out with certain crowds of people, every time afterwards, I feel like this. Every single... But when I'm not with them, I feel like I'm myself. I feel like I don't gotta like... I feel like, normal.
You think they're doing that on purpose?
I I don't know. I can't say that. But are they? I don't know.
Because if they're not, right? If they're not, then, well, regardless if they are, if they aren't, you don't need to be around them because they're making you feel like this.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And everybody should feel like this.
Exactly.
You are your own person. You're unique, right? You have your own things to offer to the world, right? And so with that, nobody should feel small or beneath anybody. I think people who are trying to put other people down below them have very low self-confidence to where they need others to prop them up. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So first thing in order, we got to cut that out. You feel me? We got to cut that out.
We got to cut that shit the fuck out.
Exactly. Now, as far as why people might be saying, don't fuck with D, etc., etc., I honestly don't know. I don't know where that comes from. That's why I said two things aren't adding up. Only because it's like the person that at least you've shown to me is a nice, genuine, talkative person. You know? And so I haven't seen any malice or any jealousy or disrespect or whatever, you know? You said this, you don't want to be fucked with. So, okay,
that's
cool.
basically
Don't
what it
fuck
is.
with it. Yeah, just, you know, that's
don't
really
fuck with
it.
me. Like, that's just what it is. Like, that's why I come off as genuine as I am, because I don't fucking know you.
Yeah.
I want everybody to have a fucking good time. If I got some drink in my cup and I fuck with you and I trust you, take a fucking shot. Take a fucking shot. If you're watching this shit right now, take a fucking shot.
Take a shot, y'all. Take a shot.
Take a shot. Like, fuck it. I want everybody to have a good time.
So you need to be around other people who want to also have a good time.
Exactly. And that's what I'm trying to find. But you know what I'm running into?
What's up?
College students. I posted something on my Finsta, and I've had this conversation with people who go to ECU, and I've also had conversations with people who don't go to ECU, who are like literally a year older than me. I feel like I need to be with the grown and sexy.
The grown and sexy?
I'm sorry.
I swear, you just keep running away from me. It's okay.
Sorry.
You like the space?
Yeah.
It's okay.
I don't like to feel close to people. Like,
okay.
I do. Like, when I'm lit, I'm like, oh my God, I love you so much. But
you're sobering up. We love to see it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You want me to be sober?
Yes.
I like to be lit, though. That's the thing. I like to be lit. Like I told you, I like to feel some shit.
Okay. Why can't you feel something sober?
I feel boring.
Boring? You're not boring.
You don't think I'm boring?
No, you're not boring.
Honestly, when I am lit, I don't care. I be paying attention, but I don't be paying attention. And I don't want to pay attention to other people because people don't pay attention to me. So fuck it. I want to be lit because I want to feel something to be lit. Like, okay. I just want to be in my own world without being consumed with a drug. Alcohol is a drug. I've done some shit, but it's been in moderation. It's not been like tonight. It's been like,
let me see what they tried.
Yeah, I want to try it. The first time I did it, I was a freshman in college.
You were a freshman and you took it?
Yeah. But I took it from another person who came in with me. That's the beauty about coming from an HBCU like mine. We're family.
Where HBCU you come from?
It's not in North Carolina.
Oh, I don't know.
South Carolina State University.
South Carolina State. Okay, for sure. We love to see it. Representing y'all. If y'all ain't know, South Carolina State.
The 80 motherfucking 3.
Okay. If y'all ain't know the numbers.
Motherfucking 300 College Street. Hey, I'm a fucking rapper. Let's talk about it. But nah, we gonna rap for Orangeburg in this bitch. Like, for real. Like, the bird, everybody can't go to the bird. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I still can't take that selective few with me. You're not gonna survive.
Bro, why are you making it seem like it's just crazy?
It's not crazy. It's just that, like, it's a small town. Like, the school where I graduated from is a small town. As we speak right now, hotels are already booked for homecoming in November. We haven't had a homecoming in November in the longest time. Our homecoming is usually like October 16th, 15th, 14th, 17th, 18th. Our fucking homecoming is in November. Every time that date drop, hotels get booked.
For real?
It's a small ass city. So if you going, you gotta know somebody that already got a room. You gotta know somebody that already stay on camp. You gotta, like me, I got neos. Probably stay with some neos. Fucking stay on camp. I did that 2 years in a row already. Staying on camp.
I got you.
Like, you gotta like be in, and I can't take outsiders with me because do I really fuck with you like that for real? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
She said, "Do I really fuck with you?"
No, but for real, like, I don't want people around my people that I've built relationships with.
Yeah.
That know me for me, and then you're coming in and you're fucking that shit up. Like, no.
For sure.
No,
for sure.
I've done it before so many times that like I just can't no more. And if I can keep it separate, I'm gonna keep my lives separate. My extrovert side has showed my introvert side like you've got to keep everything separate. I'm so transparent, and I'm also so much of I have different sides to me to where like I can't intertwine all that together. I can't. I've tried it at like so many different levels: elementary school, middle school, high school, going into college, going into adult life. I can't do it in adult life. I've learned my lesson with that.
Wow.
I've learned my lesson with that. I can't keep doing it. It's not okay, because at the end of the day, if it's meant for these people to intertwine with each other, it's going to happen naturally.
Yeah.
It's going to happen naturally.
Yeah. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for coming back. It's not going to be too much longer, but what is up with your social media? Yeah, I looked at it. I looked at your YouTube, and I don't know. I think that with YouTube and being a content creator, and I was talking to you about this earlier, but I think dedication and consistency is like the biggest thing, right? So, and I say this as I haven't put out a video on YouTube in like 13 days, but it's cool. It's cool, y'all. I got y'all. There's stuff in the works. But regardless.
That's less than me. You're doing good. You're doing good.
But yeah, so it's like I said, consistency is kind of like the biggest thing, you know? And that's something that I had noticed whenever I was watching. I think that with vlogs and everything, I think that's still pretty good. You know, I think that was a big trend, I think 3 years ago, something along those lines. But so I'm kind of off of that world, I guess. I'm not on that side of YouTube anymore, just because I'm not watching a lot of vlogs anymore. But I think it's a really good way, personally, to get really dedicated fans to you. Because you have people who are just tuning in to watch your life. So at that point, they're really invested in you as a person, you know? So I think that they would be more likely to buy stuff that you may make as merch, right? Or follow Instagram, or follow whatever you have to sell, et cetera, you know? And those are really big things for content creators. I think that's my biggest thing with it. Like, as far as quality and everything like that, like, you told me like what you were working with, and I think that's perfectly fine. Like,
but does it look like that's what I'm working with? Want you to be honest?
Does it look like that's what you're working with? With some of the videos, no, and with some of the videos, yes. Is
it the vlogs that it looks like I'm working with a phone?
No, actually. So what? I think
that's
it was.
I'm doing my motherfucking shit, and that was my old phone. That was with an XR.
Oh, for real?
This not even with the phone I got now. Which video did you watch? The questions?
I skimmed through them, to be real with you. So I watched the one where you were with your friends.
Okay, that was 2020. That was like COVID.
Okay. COVID. Then I did watch a little bit of the Q&A.
Okay. Right? That was when I first moved here, had my apartment, just had a little set up. Yeah.
Yeah. And there was another one, I forgot which one it was.
Was it when I almost got shot?
Yes.
That shit was funny to me. Because I already have it lined up. I understood YouTube, so I had it kind of like not lined up like that, but I kind of assumed, like, based on, like, sometimes I check it, and sometimes I check it to the point where it's like I could tell which videos that people click on the most.
Got you.
And those probably the three that you, because that story is real. all the things I've done was real, but
that's a crazy story though.
Yeah.
You know,
you saw the story. It's so much, and then when I told the story, it might have been funny to people who don't know, but at the end of the day, like
that was a real life for you.
It's kind of like, dang,
it's crazy though.
Now that I think about it now, because when it happened back then, it was like 2019.
That was 2019.
That was 2019 when that happened.
Wow, that's what, 4 years.
That was when I first crossed. Like literally like 2-3 weeks in, outside.
That's crazy.
Spring game, having a good time.
So how do you feel about gun violence?
I don't like guns. I never did. I never did. I've been in so many different, like, God really been watching over me in my life, because God has favor over me. I believe in God. I don't pray all the time. I don't read the Bible, but those are things that's on my bucket list that I want to get to, want to work to. But I feel like mentally, physically, in my world, I've been saved, baptized in my, like, adult life, like in my, like, at least, mid-adult life. Like, when I was in undergrad, I got rebaptized. But I feel like when I get to that stage, I don't need to wait. I need to do it now. But I just feel like it's not the right time. I know I have favor over my life. I don't pray all the time, but I have so much faith. I just do what I need to do. I have so much, like, willpower over my life to where, like, certain situations like that and other situations I don't speak on that I've been in, it's like, sis, that could have been you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I'm, like, also so steadfast in me.
What do you mean, like, steadfast in you?
Focused.
Okay.
I believe in God. I know that all the things I have is because of God. I have my little moments where I worship Him.
Your little moments?
Yeah. Not my little moments. I don't like to call it that, but God knows me, and God already saw my path before. When I was in middle school, God saw who I was.
Yeah.
God saw me when I was in elementary school. God saw me in my mother's womb, whatever my mother went through. And whoever probably prayed over me when I was in my mom's stomach, whoever prayed over me did some great ass powers. Because as of right now, I really be going through some things, but it seems like when it comes to relationships, when it comes to social, when it comes to career, when it comes to faith, when it comes to everything financial, I see myself as greater. And when people listen to me, they're like, how old are you? And it's like, I'm 24. They're like, I was not where you were when I wasn't talking like how you are talking at 24.
Isn't that a good feeling?
And it is, and I've been hearing it so much lately because I've cut those people off that I've told you about.
Yeah.
I've cut all it out.
And that's good though.
And I feel so like I done got a new car. I done got a cat. I feel more. I'm getting hoes now. Not hoes, but
I'm getting hoes. Yo.
That's another thing I wanted to talk about on this podcast is that it's like I know for a fact that I'm not ready for no relationship.
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not ready to sit there and text somebody all day.
Yeah.
I've had literally 2 days ago, I had 2 separate niggas from 2 different states, from 2 different situations, literally text me something about my smile.
Does that make you feel good?
It does, but it don't boost my head because I already know that about myself. I don't need no nigga to tell me that. I already know that about myself.
Okay. So who boosts your head then?
When people like my coworkers who I talk to, or who my uncles and my aunt, when they saw my apartment, saw it set up how it is now, seeing that I got a cat, my mom seeing that I got a new car, seeing that I did that shit on my own. All the 3 cars I've had so far that I've had in my whole life, I've always owned on my own. I never had a co-signer.
Okay. Respect. There we go.
To me, that's not a big deal. I thought everybody did that, but I guess not.
Well, because a lot of people need help. And you also got to think about that. Like,
I don't think about it like that. I think, like, I thought everybody did this. I really think that everything that I'm doing, I'm like, isn't everybody doing this? And that's another thing I gotta learn. But then again, I don't want to learn that too, because I don't want to make it like a hierarchy.
Like you're above people or you're farther ahead of people.
Exactly. That's why I'm so nice to everybody. I can be in like not in the best mood, but somebody can be like, "How are you doing today?" Their tone. I'm not even myself sometimes after work, and I go to the store, and people who are at the cashier make me feel more like who I am as a person, just because of their tone. It makes me feel like more of myself because someone was as friendly as I am on a normal basis. Okay. You get what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. You know, like I just feel like things like that I'm learning about myself. But then again, when I go to when dudes tell me stuff like, "Oh my gosh, you have such a pretty smell."
So is it just because it's like these are compliments that they're not worth anything?
They're worth something, but I already know that about myself. It's good to hear it, of course. Okay. In the time of my life, I don't need to hear that. I've already heard it. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm mature. Maybe I'm just like at that point. Maybe I'm mature.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm in tune with myself.
I mean, being in tune with yourself is good. You know. At the same time, you keep saying, "Yeah, they said this and XYZ about my smile. That's cool and all." But it's the fact that you're saying that's cool and all.
It's cool because I don't need to hear that because I already know that.
So what is something that somebody could say, right? Let's just say a dude who is trying to get with you, right? What's something that he could say that would actually garner your attention and give you that snap?
I don't know that yet. That's what I'm saying. I need to like get out there, date, talk to people for real. Like need to like.
But you don't want to be in a relationship.
I don't.
So why are we even? What do you mean we got to talk to people for real?
I don't know that's what I'm learning about myself. I don't know what I mean by that. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know what I mean by that. Like I have a dude right now that is texting me, good morning, queen." Bitch, I know I'm a fucking queen. I don't need nobody to fucking tell me that shit.
So that's like, okay, I call that simp behavior.
He's a simp.
Oh my gosh, dang. All right, fellas, stop being simps out here, bro. Stop being simps. What's up?
No. This is what I'm gonna say. It's okay to be a simp.
Bruh, of course you would say. Come on now.
It's okay to be a simp because I'm a certified lover girl. It's okay to be a simp. I'm just not ready to receive that type of love right now.
Have you ever been?
Have I ever been? Yes. Okay. And when I wanted it, no one has given me all of what these people who I don't want it from. The people who I want it from don't give me that. Okay. Don't give me that. Okay. So it's like, why am I always getting it from people who I don't want it from? Is there something wrong with me? But I don't even think like that no more. I'm more like, fuck it, that ain't the person for me. I know I don't want that. I'd rather not be in a relationship than settle. Okay. And that's where we lead back to what we were talking about before. The person who I'm friends with, who told me that women need to start settling. Basically, that's what basically he was saying. I'm like, I'm not settling for shit. I'm 24. What the fuck am I settling for? If anything, I need to learn myself. And when I tell him I need to learn myself, he's like, well, that's why you need to be in a relationship. No, that's the worst thing a female can do is to be in a relationship.
Wait.
When they're trying to find themselves.
Okay.
When they're trying to really, when I'm telling you, I want to date, but I don't want to be in a relationship. But I also want to find myself and find a routine and like get to know myself, be by myself, learn myself. Learn what I like to cook. I want to cook for my man. I want to be submissive. But how can I be submissive if I don't know how to be submissive with myself?
How are you submissive with yourself?
Be submissive with yourself with knowing, I know I want to look good tonight for myself, not for nobody else, not for no dude. Okay. I want to look good for myself. Okay. So what shit I'm gonna put on? Okay, I'm gonna go to the store. Even if I got like $50 in my bank account, we gonna find some shit to fucking buy.
I feel like that's good. Whenever you look good or you feel like you look good, you feel good.
Exactly. And I've been doing that for myself. I be broke as fuck sometimes.
It's okay.
And I still go out and get my nails done somehow. God, that's why I said God has favor over me, because somehow I be getting shit done. I don't know. I just be getting shit done for myself. Like, it just be happening, and sometimes I have to sit in my glory, and sometimes I have to sit in my faith and in my blessings and just say, I thank God, because I don't know how the fuck I'm doing it. But hey, I praise him.
Right? It's happening.
Listen,
it's happening.
I praise him because at the end of the day, like, I don't know who praying over me. And it don't be these people who I met yesterday, 3 months ago. It be people who my mama come and be like, oh, so-and-so asked about you. It gotta be them. It gotta be the people who asked my mama about me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like people who I'm meeting recently, it could be them, yes, but their power ain't as great as the people who know really about who I am.
Exactly.
And who I came from and who my family is and
exactly.
where my roots are from. To be able to say, like, we ain't heard nothing from her, but we know she good. She gotta be good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We know she ain't posting no pictures about no baby, and we know she young. But we know she ain't that old. But we know she
had
ain't
to make that distinction.
Exactly, but we know she ain't posting no babies like everybody else.
Yeah.
We know she ain't out here posting pictures about no dude. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
which
exactly.
makes it. I'm not saying I'm doing it for other people, but also like image, which leads me back to my aunt and my mom. They're not married. They're not married.
Yeah.
My grandma is. My aunts that who are married into the family are married, obviously, because of my uncles. Because like 5 of them.
Yeah.
But the women in the family are not married.
Is that your end goal?
I'm not saying that it is my end goal.
Because you reference it a lot.
I do. But I want to be able to know myself as a woman and as a human being and how to maintain. I would like to be a housewife, but I want to know how to be a housewife and hold my man down based on my experience, not because I'm going day by day by day and looking shit up on Google. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Like, I want to
I
know
get what
how
you're saying.
to do things
From your life experience.
while my man is working. I want to be able to know how to do things on my own without me having to
ask somebody how.
Okay, this is not a good. I'm not saying I look up to this person by any means.
Okay.
I don't know their situation or anything.
For sure. Let's say it.
Keisha Accor, whoever she is that's married to Gucci Mane.
Okay. For sure.
Gucci Mane was in jail for a long time. I don't
Yes,
know
he
if
was.
she cheated on him. I don't know none of that. But
Yeah.
I just know that.
I think she did.
Okay, but
if she
I
didn't,
know that she
y'all don't
held
flame me.
shit down while he was gone.
Yeah, she did though.
She built his money up. He rich as fuck.
Yeah. And she stayed.
How the fuck did she do that? I'm not saying I look up to that, but I'm just saying, like, I already have that type of mentality. Like, I want to know how to do things on my own. I don't need necessarily a man to teach me finances. I want to learn that shit on my own. I want to know how to do my own taxes. I want to know, like, fundamentals of a fucking car, a simple car, by myself. I want to know how to do my own oil change. I don't need no man to teach me that. I want to, like, when I get with somebody, I don't want to physically do it, but I want to at least know how to fucking change a tire.
Got you.
Some girls don't even know how to fucking pump their own gas. What gas they need to use for a car. When it comes to buying a car, people don't know the fundamentals of what they need to buy a car. I bought 3 cars.
So you want to be competent. That's what you want?
I don't want to be fucking dumb.
Yeah.
I don't want nobody to fucking think they could take advantage of me.
Yeah.
I want them to know, like, oh, my girl, she's smart as fuck. I want niggas to brag about me.
And see, though, the thing is, though, a lot of dudes, well, no, I'm not even going to say a lot, but at least I have heard that a lot of dudes don't brag about their women like that. You know? For sure. I think that's something that should be valued more. Like the competence of a woman, you know? Because women have stuff to offer. You feel me? I think that the narrative that's kind of going around right now is like men kind of are supposed to and have to do everything, and the woman is just kind of like there, you know, like they're on the leashes walking behind the man, you know. But at the same time, like, I don't like both parties should be able to bring something. And competence, intelligence, something along those lines are so valuable in making a fruitful and long relationship. And at least when it comes to, in my opinion, the right man, a competent man, a capable man, right? He values that in a woman, because at the same time, like, knowing, or at least being, in my opinion, being competent as a man, you also want to make sure that your woman is being able to match you in some of these areas. Obviously, in my opinion, I don't think that it should be every single area, right? Because there should be differences in both people. That way there are things that complement each other, you know? Like, you should be able to teach me stuff this way I am able to teach you things. And we should both be able to be receptive of each other, right? But, and in my opinion, if your woman is not being able to stimulate you, or at least talk to you, or at least you have trust in the way that she can handle things, why are you with her? You know? Like, trust is such a important thing in a relationship. It's a cornerstone, right? And on that cornerstone, everything else is built, right? And if you are lacking in trust in some of these areas, then the whole house is going to fall down eventually, you know? And that might result in one person cheating, or that might result in resentment. However it comes down, it'll come down, you know? And sometimes the house takes longer for it to crumble, right? Sometimes it takes an earthquake for you to see that the foundation was shaky to begin with, you know, but it's going to come down. And so that's why it takes a lot of vetting for men. And at the same time, like, women also, and I'm seeing this more, women are trying to be and becoming more competent, you know, in a sense of like wanting to be like, hey, what is this? You know, like, I don't want you to do this for me. I want to learn. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that women never were like this, because at a point in time, like, men were saying, hey, we don't want you to do this, you know? So there was an actual barrier.
Because they want control. They want to feel like a man.
Yeah.
But men are not fulfilling men duties.
Exactly. And so there has to be a balance. That's what I'm seeing now. Like, a lot of men are saying that we want to be men.
But you know what's crazy? Even when I was younger, I've always wanted to be like this, though. I never wanted... I wanted to be submissive, but I've always also wanted to know. I want to be that one that knows, but submissive in the background, but can do it by herself.
Because there's a balance.
Exactly. I need a balance.
I think whenever a person, not just a woman, but a person is too submissive to become a pushover, right? Whenever a person is too aggressive, they become unlikable, you know? So there's a balance between the two. And so men and women have to find their own balances, because the thing isn't the same for both genders, right? Because I think that most women want a man who is more aggressive than submissive. Most men want a woman who's more submissive than aggressive. But that doesn't mean that there should be devoid of each side, you know? We just want a balance. And that's what people should be striving for, you know? Whatever that is in your life is subjective to you. And subjective to the man or the woman that you're trying to get. But
you did a great job, but I'm not ready to receive anything that you just said. I'm just saying it now. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But my brain is not ready to accept. Like, I that's what I feel. But I'm not like fully there. I'm like 10% there. I'm 15% there.
Got you.
Like, I feel it.
Okay.
I think that.
Okay.
That's in a perfect world. Is that perfect world gonna come?
You can make your own perfect world.
Exactly. But I need to get right before I make my perfect world.
That's true.
Because my perfect person isn't here. This is my first location I've ever moved to. I ain't got no kids. I just got me. I ain't gotta settle here.
That's true.
I'm going on to the fucking next.
That's
like,
true.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm really just here to like learn myself. Like, I didn't know I was going to move here until I moved here. I didn't know all these things were going to happen until I moved here. Like,
everybody wants something different, you know, and you can't please everybody.
Facts.
You know?
And I'm learning it.
Exactly. You just got to be yourself. You just got to be yourself. And the people who are around and who stick around, not the people that you keep around, right? But the people who stick around to you, right? Those are the people that you should really pay attention to and be like, okay, cool. 1, are they here for the right reasons? 2, do I actually enjoy them? 3, are they bringing something to my life? Right? Once you got those 3 things, then the people who understand how you talk, the people who understand your mannerisms and everything along those lines, right? You won't have those problems of, dang, like, why would you say that, etc., because they know how you are.
You know what's crazy? When people say stuff like this, I always think about my life. And the only people that stick out to me is my mom.
Really?
I cannot stand her sometimes.
Okay.
But
she's there.
But she be there. And sometimes I gotta talk her up to certain stuff. Sometimes I break it to her at first. I wait a few months. And I think about it, recuperate, you know, for myself. And if I feel like it's still right for me, talk to her. I'll be like, I'm gonna talk her up, and then she'll be like, okay. She don't be like, okay, but you know, talk about it. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
She's toxic. She got her things going on too.
Everybody does.
She's, you know, trust me, she got her things too. But she's the only one that's probably really in my corner for real. But I can't be around her all the time. That's the thing. I know that.
Yeah.
I can't be in her vicinity and be around her like.
Yeah.
But, you know, and when I want to talk to her, I gotta be drinking liquor. That's why I need like a real therapist. Not like therapist gonna tell me what I want to hear. I need a therapist that's gonna like dissect. You know?
Exactly.
But do I really need a therapist?
Everybody needs a therapist.
No, I don't think I really need a therapist right now. I tried it multiple times.
Okay.
I don't really need one right now for real. Like, I'm my own therapist right now, to be real. Like, I'm not good, but I'm working through certain things. Like, I just talked to you, and I got through a lot of things. That's
by this conversation.
That's one like onion layer
peeled off.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Like a few. You know.
So the conversation was beneficial.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's the whole point.
It was beneficial.
That's the whole point.
So yeah.
But look, y'all. I appreciate y'all tuning in. If y'all still here, y'all freaking ride or dies. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better fucking subscribe, because if not, I don't know why you still here lurking. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
But yeah, yo, I really appreciate y'all listening. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of This Is America. And yeah, follow her on the socials. Follow me on the socials. You know what's up, Makaru.
Yeah.
Y'all have a great day. Boom.